ฝากกดติดตามและกดไลค์กดแชร์ CBN Thailand
As a security guard at the Nova Festival, Eitan Moore saved many people before Hamas terrorists kidnapped him. He just celebrated his 24th birthday in captivity.
Eitan is a hero. He could escape, but he chose to help people, to save people.
Eitan's father, Zvika Moore, tells CBN News they've received 2 reports from Israeli intelligence that his son is alive.
One before the first deal in the first 50 days after October 7, and the other one was from one of the hostages who got released. He said to the intelligence that he saw Eitan in a tunnel and they sat together and speak.
Shortly after October 7th, Moore felt the need to support a strong military effort rather than a deal with Hamas for the return of his son and other hostages. That's why he helped start the Tikva, or Hope Forum.
We were here in Shalit deal, that crazy deal, and we think that God gave us this role to stop and to save the people of Israel from another crazy deal.
IDF soldier Gilad Shalit, kidnapped by terrorists in 2006, gained his freedom 5 years later in exchange for the release of more than 1,000, mostly Palestinian and some Israeli Arab prisoners. Included in that group, Yehia Sinwar, the Hamas leader in Gaza and mastermind of the October 7th assault.
Only one terrorist enough to make October 7, as we saw. So that's the reason that we established Tikva Forum, because we have different values and messages from the other families.
Ironically, months before the assault, Eitan and his father talked during a Shabbat meal about the deal leading to Gilad Shalit's release.
Eitan told us that if he will be a hostage, he don't allow us to release him for terrorists.
Dozens of hostages' relatives make up the Tikva Forum. Their motto? Only pressure Hamas for the release of the hostages, not the government.
Israel must defeat Hamas, not only for the hostages, but for the other people of Israel, from the 7.5 million Jews here in the state of Israel.
Moore gave prime examples from the 70s where Israel rescued hostages instead of making deals. They included high-profile events like the hijacking that led to the Entebbe raid, the PLO's attack of Tel Aviv's Savoy Hotel, and the attack and kidnapping of children on a field trip in northern Israel. Even so, he doesn't believe all the hostages can be rescued in an operation like we saw in early June.
But Israel can press Hamas. Look, today we're giving Hamas a crazy humanitarian aid. It's not only bread and water, it's cigarettes and candies and pastries and everything. We can see all the markets in Gaza. So we have to make a crisis in Gaza if we want to get our loved ones. I want them to beg us for a half cup of water. And after they will give us our hostages, we have to continue to crush the Hamas.
And he adds Israel must stay in Gaza and eventually resettle there, because if not, Hamas will only reorganize.
They have only one target, destroying Israel. God gave us this country, and this coastline is like Tel Aviv is our land. So we don't have to be ashamed. This is our only state on the globe.
Moore says it's all about the future of Israel, and that's what the Tikva Forum is.
You must support the state of Israel, and especially Tikva Forum, because as hostages families, we are in the front of the war. I lost my job since October 7, and I'm a father of 8 kids.
He says America must stand with Israel for America's own good.
We are fighting your war. These barbarians are on the way to Europe and to America. If you want to live, you have to stand with us. You have to help us to crush them here before they're coming to America.
Julie Stahl, CBN News, Kfar Etzion, Judea and Samaria.